Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again, and again with another message. This message is still and yet it's time to talk. I learned something earlier, the last video. I learned something that I thought was pretty good. I learned in Isaiah chapter 39. Let's go there. Isaiah chapter 39. I learned something. I learned something in chapter 39 and verse 24. Earlier, as I was speaking to you, the Spirit had given me some insight, some more insight of what was, which is, and shall be while I was speaking and giving you information. He gave me information during that same time. And because I decided to come back and do another video, I wanted to also add this here verse in again. When you're dealing with Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 24, Sister Deborah has been on this platform trying to inform people that you missed Genesis chapter 1 and chapter 2, and later on found out chapter 3 was just as powerful. When we step out of that which is spirit and rest our understanding in that which is flesh, then that's the way we identify really who we are. It's also a way of saying, are you born of the flesh or are you born of the spirit? We know that all man flesh, all of our flesh goes back to the earth. So we know that flesh does not stand before the throne come judgment, where we know that the flesh is not going to get up out of its grave. So when you hear in Revelation chapter 20, the sea giving up its dead, and the death and the grave and hell giving up its dead, you got to understand who is this that is given up. And because you miss Genesis 1 and 2, you tend to not really understand anything that really rests in spirit and truth. It leads you to not understand why is it there is 10 virgins, and they had everything in common. Everything about themselves was in common. Even when they heard the trumpet and they got up, that all 10 trimmed their lamps. It just so happened one had something that the other one did not have. Okay? And it was not the light. It was the oil. Okay? So they're showing you that it was something that those that had the oil didn't have to work to get. It was just present in them. So when they say to the other 5 virgins, no, we can't give you our oil, they really couldn't. Because they really didn't understand how they had inherited the oil that they had. This is how deep it is in spirit and truth, but yet open for the eyes to see. And then they said also, they go get their oil, and they left as if they was going to get something they couldn't have got, even if it was all present. Because this type of oil wasn't the oil that any of the 10 virgins got on their own. This is all that was given to them before the foundation of the world. So out of the 10, he was just pretty much giving us like a summary, what is in the heavens, so shall it be on the earth. He was giving us something like a summary, that which is in the heavens, like it is on the earth, giving us some insight of when one has and one have not, heavens has orchestrated it. Okay? So when we look down on the earth and you see and you hear Sister Deborah, you might think Sister Deborah got it going on, like a lot of people are worshiping and praising and honoring and uplifting and giving glory to these idol gods. See, the idol gods back in the old days was like statues and wooden things and stones. And now they have brought men into their idol god. Now they idol the flesh of men. That's the idol god for this day and time. So what I'm saying is we don't understand the spiritual realm, and that's not because we just simply don't understand the spiritual realm. It's like the 10 virgins. They didn't understand the oil. Not one of them understood the oil itself. When it told you they got up to trim their lamps, because it's showing you all of them was really pretty much the same. Only thing that they had that was different was the oil. They slept at the same time. They heard the trumpet. They trimmed their lamps. Only thing different, 5 had something that the Father had given them, but they did not give it to themselves. You see? And the other 5 did not have. So I like the whole idea of the parable of the 10 virgins, because it shows you that the 10 virgins, or the 5 that did have oil, it was nothing they done themselves to have this oil. Okay? It was something that was given to them. Okay? So I want you to step in the realm of this here message, like unto, of understanding more so. When I speak, I'm speaking from a different realm. And it's okay to speak from this different realm, because this is a level of informing you all, because I think that a lot of you are stuck on stupid. You do not understand, if Satan is having his way, 90, shouldn't y'all have at least 10? If he rules it all, but we don't want to give y'all nothing. We want Sister Deborah to ride on Satan's side so we can like her, subscribe to her, and support her. Because if she don't ride on that side, then we ain't with her. But they don't understand, you're not with me because you're not with Yah. It's not because you're not with me. It's because you're not with Yah. It's not because the 10 virgins, 5 of them that had oil, could have given the other 5 oil. You see? It was something already in them that they couldn't even give to the other 5, because they didn't gain the oil that they had by themselves. It's nothing, it wasn't their works. It wasn't what they done to gain the oil that they had in their own lamp. You see? So again, I guess I'm pretty much putting things back into spirit and truth, but I'm giving you the light with the power. Okay? Because somewhere along the line, we must, you don't have to, because from what it looks like, Yah is going to pull his from the spiritual realm anyway. He's pulling his from the spiritual realm, not from the natural. And if he pulled them from the spiritual realm and they don't have what it need, it doesn't mean anything. He's getting what he sent down that represent him. He's going to get his. Oh, yes. So I'm going to show you just a slight of what I learned as I was speaking to you all early in Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 24. It read, they also that err in spirit. See, you all don't understand how you can err in spirit. Because erring in spirit is like you don't have spirit and truth of the whole matter. So that you can be able to go up in a lot of this stuff that's going on and be able to serve Yah with it. Speak spirit and truth to others. Here, like for instance, me, I'm speaking spirit and truth in a level nobody ain't gonna ever get it. I ain't gonna say nobody in the midst of, in the whole idea of nobody. But when you look at 100 and then you look at 1, it's almost like nobody. You can say it, even though that 1% still gets it. But it shows you that it's so broad that they wouldn't get it. That 1, you can't even include it, but you got to state it, that 1. But listen to this. It said in Isaiah 29, they also that err in spirit. See, You don't even think that you're error in spirit, but you do. That's the only thing that's going to come before the throne, you guys. The part of us that is spirit. Our spirit can be servants of the Most High Yah, or our spirits can be servants to our flesh. You see? Our spirits can be servants for the Most High Yah in the body of Hamashiach, or our spirits can be servants of our flesh. But when what it tells is, if you are servants of your flesh, then your flesh has lived out your spirit, and it shows you that your destiny is the lake of hell. But when your spirit lives out your flesh, then that shows that you are of the spirit. Does that make you perfect? No. Does that make you excellent? No. Does that make you better than nobody? No. It just make you somebody that Father has somebody that the Father has instilled His Spirit in. That's all. And here he says, they also that erred in spirit shall come to understanding. Why? Because you just erred in it. You didn't, in a sense, commit all the type of abominations, all kind of iniquity, all kind of evil and wicked. He just said you had error in it. That's why Sister Deborah say to y'all, even if you got a pen needle, that's something in the spirit. Because I know and I fully understand that that's where the light rests therein, is in your spirit. And when you have a pen needle of light in your spirit, then you got hope. Even though you might have a pen needle of light, and that comes from if you erred in spirit. You don't have the fullness of understanding the spirit. That don't mean that you're not of the spirit of Yah. You just erred in it. You see? So I was reading that and I said, I like that because that matches the way I feel about things and I think and see things. That's why Sister Deborah say that one. Or that's why she would say, even if you got a pen needle or light, you got hope. You got something. You see? And here it says, they that also erred. And look how it's spelled. ERRED. That has nothing to do with the spiritual realm, but the erred in spirit. It don't mean you got off of the spirit. You ain't got no light. It means you just err because you don't have the fullness. Let's put it like that. Of the understanding of your spirit. But you got a pen needle light. And it says, and they that murmur should learn the doctrine. Even though that you murmur because you constantly go up against what is spirit and truth. Okay? It says you're going to learn the doctrine of righteous. You see? Because you're always mouthing righteous when you should be supporting righteous. You're always murmuring. You see? Not understanding spirit and truth. You see? So I like that. I like that because, and this is the reason why I pulled that up, because when I saw that, I thought that was unique. That was excellent. Because I like it when it says, they also that err in spirit. He's not saying you err in flesh. So they're going back to what the prophet has been teaching you all from the long haul. Spirit. But what happened? In Genesis chapter 1 and chapter 2, they missed the whole idea. In Genesis chapter 1 explained that he gave us an image. That means something that looks like his image. He gave it to us. And then when you got to Genesis chapter 2, he breathed the breath of life into man. When he breathed the breath of life, it sunk in the spirit of an image of Yah into you. That means assigning you a spirit. You see? Like unto the spirit of the Father. Is it the Father's spirit? No, it's an image that looks like an image of a spirit. That's why the Roman Catholic put in their soul. So you will never understand it's a spirit. So when you get to Isaiah 29 and verse 24, they also that error in spirit. You see, because we have so long gotten away 6,000, y'all, 6,000 and more years, not being able to identify that we had a spirit that was so willing to do what was right. But because we lived out our flesh to have dominion over our spirit, then that was our last accomplishment in living. But when you let your spirit so shine with the light, you see, then it overpowers the flesh. But no one wants to do that. They want to teach that thing and preach that thing, but they don't want to teach it and preach it with the light or with spirit and truth. They want to teach it out of the flesh. So I liked it that because it identifies spirit. And all this time, people still living they flesh and they soul, not understanding your soul and your flesh has no power over your spirit, because your spirit is the only thing that can house the Ruach HaKodesh. Isn't that deep? So why would you worship your flesh that can't house the Ruach HaKodesh? You see what I'm saying? The only one can house the Ruach HaKodesh is your own spirit. Your soul can't house the Ruach HaKodesh. And then they turn around on Google and all these other Christians and all these Hebrew Israelites and all these denominations, then they want to swing the soul all over the place in the midst of the spirit. Some want to call the soul spirit, and some want to call the soul a third entity. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why people got caught up in the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit in a way that they should not have. 3 in 1 and all this mess. Man, M-E-N, created all of this, y'all. They created all of this. And then when you pull up and you say for instance, woman, let's just say, even though Father said it is not, that woman was the cause of sin. Okay, sin hit. Why is it from Genesis to Revelation, the Father's having a hard time correcting, chastising, discipline, everything with man? I don't get it. Because this here, he let man forsake righteous in the garden all the way to the end. He let him play it out. And you all missed it all. Missed the show. Sat at the show, paid for the show, sat down, had your popcorn and drink, and missed the whole show. How can someone go to a movie theater, pay for all the popcorn, the sodas, and everything, and pay for the get in, and then get in there for 3 hours, miss the whole movie? Can't even tell nobody what it's about. That's how bad it is, y'all. So I want to just cover some things. What is actually happening also today is they are poisoning us in the U.S. First and foremost, I want to let y'all know they're talking at the CDC about what is actually happening. And this is why I say it unto you. You should never, ever, 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 ever again follow people who are not walking, talking, and showing and revealing the light. If they're not walking and talking spirit and truth, nor revealing the light, turn and run from them. I would advise any and everybody, give up those people who are not speaking spirit and truth and have no light to lead you out of darkness. Let me explain something to you. I continue to hear the excess death that's taking place. UK is cutting up. They can't believe the deaths that they are calculating all around the world. With Sister Deborah, I'm like this. The judgment of the Most High Yah is all in Revelation 1 all the way to 22, chapter 22 of Revelation. These are the things in which was prophesied in Torah. Okay? The reason why people won't embrace it and see the light that's shining so clear in the prophecies that was prophesied about the plagues that shall come is because there's no spirit in truth. There's no Holy Spirit of the Most High Yah in the year 2023 resting in them. It is better for them to live the lie than to search the truth in spirit and in truth. They will continue to live the lie than to search the truth that rests in spirit and truth with the light in their right hand. It has been said there are deaths all over the world, also here in the United States. I hear this doctor over and over in UK bringing up us to update. When the Father is chastising me in the way of said, get in your lane, stand down, get in your lane. He's trying to keep me in the line of spirit and truth, and not in the words and the manipulation and the deception of the words of man. Why? Because they where they need to be. You are created a lane. You don't have to get in the lane in which they are juggling their lives, and they getting their glory, they getting their praise, they getting their honor right here on the devil platform. That's deep, because they ain't gonna have nothing later on. They're getting their glory right here. They're getting their reward right now. When you're on these devil platform teaching darkness, wicked and evil, and calling it righteous, calling it the word of Yah. Now, I want to say this. When I hear of all of these deaths and the CDC saying that the COVID or whatever they call it is back out again and it's booming and people are starting to show effect that it's back in a high and it's trying to move up. I, as a prophetess in the wilderness, I don't get uptight with it. That's why you don't hear me talking about a lot of it. It's because the Father would tell me, hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? It need be, Deborah. That means, don't forget, you know who the right hand is. You know who was the beginning, who was, who is, and who shall be. You know that. You know what took place before the foundation of the world. You know already what Revelation talking about. Walking in it and down it. You already know. So understand. Stand down. Let these clowns have the floor. Because this is day, D-A-Y, as it was written, Proverbs 16, verse 4, the day of evil and wicked. Let them cut up from their floor. What he's saying is, okay, Deborah, you hear the deaths. If you're going to take something to them regarding what all this that you're hearing, and people are hooping and hollering, but all these deaths and these people are dying, all these young people losing their lives, all these young people are dying from all just out of nowhere. They just dying. No, they're not dying from out of nowhere. That's a lie from, I can't even say the pit of hell, because now he's bringing everything from the bottomless pit. Everything in Revelation coming up out of the bottomless pit. Woo, with the key of the Father. Hold on 1 minute. Hello? You on your way? Okay. Okay then. All right. So listen to this. Listen to this, y'all. So You all, I drunk of one of my energy drinks. I made me about 30 bags. What I'm feeling is something deep about this message. I'm also feeling it. When they said, and they're saying, because after I did my energy drink and I was listening to several people talk about the deaths of the young people and how many people have passed away in this year alone. And they just speaking of this CDC and all these people with COVID and all these people that's dying. And the Father spoke to my spirit, Deborah. You see, they lying. And I'm like saying, but they ain't the people dying? Ain't they? He said, but Deborah, I have left and had charged Satan to leave the lights on. Here we are in the midnight hour, and they cranking what they seeing. And now they hooping and hollering, Deborah. Deborah, you knew and you have heard several times right when they said this V was out. When it first came out, they was pushing the you know what I'm saying? The shot. He said they warned them, and they did. They warned the whole world, especially the United States. We were warned that you're going to see the outcome within 3 years of this. So he's saying, why are they hooping and hollering now? When they told you it was deadly, what they was going to do. It didn't bother y'all. Y'all thought flesh of wicked had the keys. You all thought the flesh of wicked had the keys. They didn't have the key. Did y'all not know about the 4 horses? Wait a minute, hold up. Where do you think they come from? Revelation chapter 6. Where do you think the 4 horses come from? And what do you think they come to do? Oh no, you trusted in man and thought man had the key to saving your life. Now you're on these devil platform hooping and hollering, talking about all these people are passing away and they dying. Ooh, a lot of them are dying from the COVID. Everybody is dying from the you know what I'm talking about. Everybody's dying. What's wrong with you? Father had charged Satan to leave the light on. And just because y'all reject the Father and took on the wicked and evil and felt that the wicked and evil could save you, this is what they get. This is a part of walking through the broad gate with Satan. You did that. Satan left the light on. He still got the light on. Because I have to see him. So I'm a living witness. I'm a living prophet today. To say unto you, Satan always kept the light on. Now the Father went on to tell me. He said, tell them. They had put out at least 8 movies regarding that and what happened afterwards. Movies identical from what they brought out in 2020 and 21. Y'all had it all in front of you. But you thought that was going to be, that man had the key to your living and your life. You really thought man had it. Okay, let me tell you something. Y'all take y'all tails out here and you dishonor, you disrespect, you show no respect for the power that controls the whole world, the universe, the heavens, the heaven, the hell. You have no idea how you have disrespected and dishonored the Creator Himself. Now I'm going to run you into the wall and you're going to bust your head wide open because this is showing you how lost without a cause you all are out there. Let's get there. So he's dealing with me on this here about the SS death because I said, Father, should I continue to listen to this European, which is a doctor and he's a science on YouTube, and he's been on there and he's got millions, but he's always coming to tell you what they're doing. And he keep, I guess because in UK they dropping down, they dropping like flies. He did the count from the elderly is big numbers, and from the count of the young people is big numbers, y'all. Yes. Yes. You see? Of those who receive, you see? Not the COVID, but the all over the world. Then you get those stupid people on YouTube who got a page and been on here for some years, too ignorant to see, can't see it in spirit and truth. Satan left the light on like he was charged by y'all. Because Sister Deborah saw it. I just couldn't understand why people were doing it after they told them already. 3 years. 3 years. It's going to show up and show out what they was putting in you. They told you. They told you. I, as a prophetess, not a dead one, but a living one, heard them too many times. How Satan left the light on. There was movies before the whole thing took place. Before the virus, before the anything took place, they showed y'all 8 movies telling you what they gonna do. Telling you that what's gonna do. Is that not like the days of Noah? Took him hundreds of years trying to warn the people. They looked at him and turned their head and kept on. But how many went into the ark? Not one. So that's showing you the capacity of the mindset of people. So far away from what is truth. You see? So Satan left the light on by suffering the elites, the wicked of the wicked, to form movies to warn you what they was about to do. Now you're hooping and hollering to get subscribers and likes and praise because you think you telling somebody because there is death booming all over the place. Sister Deborah been on the mountaintop telling everything about spirit and truth and the light, and not now one listen. But they listen to your loud mouth complain about what is actually taking place. And you ain't telling nobody nothing. Because the devil had already left the door open for everybody to see. He left the light on. For me, I know he left the light on. I'm a living witness. Because I saw it in movies. I saw it the time that it had happened when they went running to try to get this here. They said it's going to take 3 years to tell you if it really worked. That means deaths. They told you that. They said it. And here we are in the year 2024 going into it. And they hooping and hollering about, all these people there, all these people there, all these. Wait a minute, hold up. Father allowed them to leave the light on. And now he want me to slam your head to the wall. First and foremost, let me tell you something. Show him anywhere on the face of the earth where Satan has the keys to death. I'd like somebody to show me that. Where in the world do Satan have the keys to death? He don't. So what did I tell you? How are these people getting out here? How are these people dying when life is Yah? If the breath of life belonged to Yah, how are these people who was given life losing life? See, y'all can't even tell that. That shows you how far you from what is righteous. Let's say that again. If the Most High Yah breath is life in a man, then where is it that he gave your life, his breath, to Satan to take from you? Life shall always, and has always, and will always rest in the bosom of the Father, the Creator. But this shows you how the world has given all that power and authority to Satan. This is why he thought that he was going to he wanted the power above. But where he at now, he's getting the power without even doing anything. But his seeds, those that are born of the flesh, and his seeds are the ones that's making sure he gains so much power on this earth. And he himself was taken to the bottomless pit by one angel. Chained his bad tail up, muzzled his mouth, and took him to the bottomless pit all by himself. That's what an angel did. So somebody talk to me. Where is his power over life, which is the breath of life of my Father? You see how wrong y'all are, and see how disrespectful y'all are to the Father? You give all that authority and right to Satan and those that serve and worship Satan. So let's go there. All these lives are dying. All these people are dying. Oh, they giving these people this. And the people are dying. Is it happening? Sure it is. But that too was prophesied by my Most High Yah. You pull up in Revelation chapter 6. You pull up with them bad boys called the horses. You see everything they came to do has been successful. And y'all missed the 4 horses already. I know some of these here horse mouth prophetess is on here lying, but that's what you like. Devil is the father of all lies, and he got his prophets and prophetess lying, and teachers and pastors and bishops, Maureen, seers and watchmen lying to you. And it's okay for them to lie to you because you belong to the father of lies too. That's why it's easy for you to take what they say and support them. So what happens? Here we are. Here we are. All of these people dying is according to my Father's prophecies. And they all lined out so you could see. Nothing is hidden. It's all laid out. Those 4 horses weren't coming down here to play with you. And I know these prophets ain't telling y'all the truth. Them horses is been cutting up. And y'all sitting here waiting for them to come. It's because you lost. With the cause and without one. So when they talking about excess death in UK and all over the world, especially here in the United States, all these children are dying. All the young elderlies are falling dead, just all of a sudden. Stop lying, stop lying. All you trying to do is get your subscribers and your likes and your praise as if you giving the world some information. It's been prophesied. The 4 horses supposed to bring that type of stuff. Satan didn't come up and do nothing on his own. Even he himself know he got to walk that line of prophecy. Okay, so that's something that's said and done, y'all. So y'all can sit here and fly with with the darkness. It's probably who you rest in. That's why you fly with it. Okay. Another thing I noticed. I think my drink kind of give me some gas, but it don't feel. Yeah, I guess it do feel like it's gas because it's all in my chest. You know, I made that video with all those vegetables and them black beans and all that. Those are my drinks. I made me about 30, maybe a little more than 30, maybe 40. bags of drinks, and I take 2 out a day, and I take it and I drink it, and uh, um, I'm trying to just eat a little healthy. And the sad part about trying to eat healthy is trying to pinpoint what I'm buying to make these drinks, because a lot of it might be how, I don't know what that word is. It might be not grown from where it needs to be grown from. So I still rest my head on his bosom for grace and mercy. We're gonna have grace and mercy, because every day I even when I think about it, I always say, Father, thank you for grace and mercy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I want him to know that I see this grace and mercy you poured out, Father. I see all of this grace and mercy you're pouring out even to today in the midnight hour. And I want to just let you know, Father, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all that wonderful, great, excellent grace and mercy that you poured out on our ugly tails. Thank you, Father, Yah. So another thing they're talking about that people are getting sick again. They need to get sick. We need to be sick because we sick from the inside. And if you sick from the inside, you bound to get sick from the outside. Okay? Let me tell you what happened. In the skies, they are spraying chemicals to cause this to happen to people. And they all over, everywhere, not just in this state, everywhere doing it. This one lady who's homestead, she's out here showing you all of her, what she done grew, and all over in her area, everybody's growing food and everything. She got this big land and she got all this stuff, her and her husband growing animals, crop and all this here. And as she was showing the video, I said, look at the top of that. Look at them chemicals they spreading around her. She's too ignorant to see it. See, people get caught up in what they have, what I'm growing, what I have. Y'all better get it. You better get it. You better get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. And then she was saying she's a little under the weather. And I'm looking up in the sky, I said, Father, they spreading the chemicals down in her area. She ain't got even sense enough to see that. I know what it is. While you sitting on the earth, on the ground, bragging on what you growing, your plants and your animals, want somebody to see you got something they don't have. But baby, let me tell you something. You ain't got what you think you got, because they're spraying chemicals around y'all community. And y'all too ignorant to see it because you're so stuck in self, flesh in self. This is people that's of the world, and you can't get them out of the world because they think the world revolves around them, because they think they're doing something that you're not doing. They gaining something that you don't have. They got land that you don't have. They got cattle that you don't have. All they're going to hit them with was chemicals. That's what they're going to get them. So I sit here and I'm watching all these people getting sick now. People are getting sick everywhere, but they too ignorant to see that these chemicals, they spread it from because the wind takes it all over your state. See, that's what people don't understand. They can spread in this state, and about time the wind from the east, west, and wherever the wind blows, it can go. It can travel. And then it settled down. And people wonder why people getting sick. See, people thinking it's people they getting it from. No, baby. This thing is working up and working out 24/25. Oh, yes, they spread it, baby. They spread it, even here. Okay? Nobody says nothing about it. Why? You got to get up out of here, y'all. That's what time it is. It's time to fulfill my Father in the heavens prophecies. It ain't time for you. It ain't time for you to grow yours, get yours, be about you and mine. So we getting this, we got this. It ain't about that. Because I've sat there and I'm going to tell y'all, people who think they got it going on way out, let me tell you something. They don't even understand. It's easier for them to destroy you all than those in the city. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because they seeing you out there. All they have to do is hit your level. Destroy your animals. They wonder why chickens ain't doing eggs. They put it in the feeding of the chickens so they can't do the eggs like they used to bring you eggs. See, they too ignorant to understand. My Father prophecy gonna walk itself up, and it's gonna walk itself down and out. So y'all keep on playing them games as if you smarter than thou. You smarter than these ignorant people here on these devil platforms. You definitely smarter than them because they taking their stupid tail listening to you, and you ain't giving them no spirit of both spirit and truth, nor any light, showing them direction to any light. Because if you don't have no light, how you gonna show somebody else? Praise the Most High God. So y'all, they spread. Start looking up and see. Is it something you can do? No. But it is something you can do. Is it something you can do? No. Is it something you can do? No, you can't do nothing, but you can do something. Praise the Most High God for his word itself being fulfilled. Glorify him in the midst of it. Because them 4 horses then took off, baby. Okay, and that's why y'all see death. Y'all thinking y'all seeing death because, they doing it, but you got to understand who roping this thing. Who got life in their hand? Y'all crazy. See, y'all forgot. Who holds life? Not man. So, when you go into pictures. No, I don't know what that was I was supposed to be talking about. So, and they are parts, what they're putting in the foods, they putting in the water, they putting it in everything. Everything got to rumble. Why? My Father's will got to continue to walk its way out according to the way he has orchestrated it. Already walking it up and out. And ain't nothing nobody is going to do that's going to stop it. Not no one. Okay, I think I better go. Someone is coming to get me. But Sister Deborah, say, I hope you got something out of it, but it was something else I wanted to talk about. And I forgot. But I say, I hope that you did. I hope that you do get what you can out of what was given, and start trying to get all the spirit and truth and light that you can possibly get in this day and time. That's what's going to take you over to hold out. And then that's what he does when he bring out will be his. If the Father was bringing the whole house of Israel, he would have said the whole house of Israel. He wouldn't call it a count. You see? So even though it might be the wrong count or it might be the right count, we must understand he already has it set that only a small remnant is coming out. So what they lied to you all about was the whole house of Israel is getting out of here. And that's why they won't do right, babies. That's why they won't do what things is right. And I want to also share with you all that you're going to see more and more of your men falling down by the judgment of Yah. In the judgment of Yah. In the streets. All about, you're going to see everything up, coming down. Because the Father has to also send the Father has to send a message to Judah. He has to send a message to Judah. The other whole house of Israel have no idea of nothing. You see? So when y'all hooping and hollering, thinking about and keep on whining about the whole house of Israel, look, are you the whole house of Israel, or are you a tribe out of the house of Israel? And that's what a downfall is. Judah was such a wicked-minded, lazy set of men. Go back to Jacob. Jacob told Judah, you's a lazy son. You ain't gonna get up and do nothing. So what you see out of Jacob's mouth is what you see in our tribe of Judah, our melanated men. I know y'all want to make everybody a lie and make them the truth. But guess what? You are the serpent seed if you believe that they are the truth. So what happens? What he's doing is he's taking only his spiritual seed. Like he took Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They were spiritual seed. David, spiritual seed. Okay? Solomon, spiritual seed. You see? You have to be able to understand it in the spirit of truth. And you can't understand the spirit of truth if you don't have the Ruach HaKodesh, which is the Holy Spirit. But what is happening is the judgment has hit the ground already. It's been hit the ground, but I like the way he's doing it now. I love the way he's doing it because he's almost setting, how would I say? Oh, it's so scary what I'm seeing in the spirit realm. It's almost like on a highway and they got a judgment highway in the middle of the highway. And all the things of Judah among our men and women. But what you're going to see so many men, the women going to feel left out because they're going to wonder when they doing this to all these men. No, don't feel left out. Don't feel that y'all judgment is doing something to your men. You're going to feel that way. That's why in Isaiah 3:25, he said, thy men understand. I am going to destroy them. See, we want to make it look like us destroying them or we putting bad word on, but that's not what the Father is saying. He's telling you what he's going to do. And what you all do, no, you ain't. Mass. He know who yours is. So that's my ride. Come to get me. So I say unto you, I hope you got something out of it. Shalom and shalom.